Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video, we are going to learn about BiPredicate functional interface. So we have already learned about predicate functional interface. It has only one abstract method called test, and this will return us the Boolean result. So here I have a predicate. Here we are providing the data type with which we are working, the name of the predicate, which is P1, and then we are passing here lambda expression. Basically, we want to check whether the number we have entered, whether that is greater than 4 or not, and we are calling this p1.test, and then we are passing the integer, and it's checking whether that particular integer is greater than 4 or not, and that is stored inside this result, which is of boolean data type, and then we are printing. So in this case 5 is greater than 4, so we are getting here true. Now what I want to check, I want to pass two numbers to the predicate, and I want to check whether their addition is greater than 4 or not. Okay, so what I want to do now, I need to pass here two numbers. So let's say I and j, these are my two numbers, and then I want to check if I plus j is greater than 4 or not, and then I will call this p1.test, and then I need to pass two numbers, right? So I will pass here 5 comma 1, but here I am getting error. So what does the error says? So it says lambda expression signature does not match the signature of the functional interface method test. Also here we have getting the result. Okay, so what this says, the method test integer in the type predicate integer is not applicable for the arguments int. So what we need to do, instead of predicate, because predicate was expecting only one argument, right? Only one number is expecting, but when you make use of BiPredicate, then you need to import it from java.util function. Now we are not using predicate, but we are using BiPredicate. Okay, and here now instead of one integer, you need to pass here two, because we are expecting now two integers, right? So you need to give two integers here. So what is the difference between predicate and BiPredicate? Predicate expects only one argument. BiPredicate can have two arguments. So you need to pass two argument, and as per your condition you can make use of it. And in the test you need to call, or you need to pass both the variables. So if I save it and run now, what will be the output in this case? Let's run it. So we are getting here true, because 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 is greater than 4. If I pass here 2, 2 plus 1 will be 3, and 3 is not greater than 4, right? So it will return me false. So see, we are getting here false. So that is the use of BiPredicate. So here you could see the difference. Earlier in the example here, we could see we have a predicate functional interface which is of type string. The name of predicate is longer than 5. So basically it will check whether a string length is greater than 5 or not. So here we are accepting a string, and then with the help of s.length we are checking whether its length is greater than 5 or not, and with the help of this test method we are passing here. In the second example we are making use of BiPredicate. So here now we have one argument as string and another is an integer. You could see one is a string, then we have integer, and what it's doing, it's taking these both arguments and it's checking whether s dot length. So basically it's checking the length of hello and whether it is equal to this length or not, that it is checking. So let's take this example also in our demo. So basically we have this BiPredicate, it's taking one as string and another as integer. So basically now, so I is our string now and j is our integer, and what we want to check here, we want to check whether i dot length is equal to j or not. So here instead of 2 you need to pass a string now. So I will pass here code, code code, and here I will say 1 because it's expecting integer here. So what will be the output in this case? Here you could see this code will be assigned to I and 1 will be assigned to j. So I dot length, so code length is 4, so 4 is not equal to 1, right? So it will return me false. If I say here, it's returning me false, but when I will say here 4, then in that case it will return me true. You see, we are getting here true. So here the main thing is how to make use of BiPredicate and what is the syntax of BiPredicate, because when we are passing two arguments, you need to provide the data type for both the two, and then according to the condition it will return you true or false. So that is the theory and practical demo about BiPredicate functional interface.